we announced to the membership the availability of the program that we initiated together with Cisco, and the members nominated, and we will do the same approach, though there may be certain changes that we will implement. One difficulty we did have with the first batch is the time, because they all have their day job, and there is often conflict between the daily duties and requirement of doing studies. And that is certainly an area that we will try to improve on, by having more time provided to the participants to fulfill the course requirements. And we think we will have more effective results given more allocation of time.
Sir, aside from the recognition, does these graduates or awardees get incentives or promotion from their organization? Also, are they bonded? Kasi pwede na yung umalis. Kukunin na lang mga Singaporean companies yan, sir.
They carry the Cisco
Right.
certification, right?
Correct.
In fact, it did happen in the middle of the program.
Oh.
Yes, and that will be a matter for individual banks to decide.
Excellent.
The association has done, with the help of Cisco, is made the program available. Ngayon, kanya-kanya na yan, bank-to-bank approach na on what they
Different
do.
companies
no?
na lang.
But as I mentioned earlier, if there will now be specific time allocation, then I'm sure the banking institutions will start thinking about certain requirements for their nominees. They'll give them time off from work, and therefore there has to be a compensating return in favor of the bank.
For this initial batch, ilan po yung participants and were all of them able to finish?
How much do you have? How much companies? 19.
And all were able to finish the course?
Yung isa, kinuha na ng Singapore.
Fortunately,
But it's still
he stayed in the country with another bank.
So that's okay.
Yes, no.
The same industry.
I'm not sure though. I mean, this is all remote learning. All
Within
Metro
Metro
Manila,
Manila,
okay. And at this time, for our first batch, the PAP extended the program to the other banking associations. You must know that there is a chamber of thrift banks for the thrift banking industry, and there's the Rural Bankers Association. And we did have one or two graduates from that banking license category. Because this cannot be just commercial banks. This is banking as a whole.
How much investment will each member bank will have to shell out for them to have a graduate program? Time only.
Time.
So is it safe to say that the Bankers Association subsidized?
Actually, we're looking at the lady next to me. This is their service to the Filipino people.
Okay.
So as part of our CDA program, which is a country digital acceleration program.
After laying the groundwork for the certification and they being certified, are there any further steps by Cisco to help support the knowledge after the certification?
we can, because we do have the Cisco Networking Academy. So there are different tracks that can be used to follow this through. So it depends really on the individual or the organization itself, which track they would like to pursue. So there's different levels of certification that we have in this networking academy, and it's just a matter of choosing which track you want to pursue.
It was raised earlier that this was something open to simply part of the bankers.
Yes, this particular collaboration.
Yes. By any chance, would it be also be open to others that are non-bankers? Like for me, I used to work for a bank, so I'm familiar with the concept and even had my own certification during my time. But I also would like to know more. So would it be open to non-bankers?
Other sectors.
Other sectors. We do have some, let's say, for example, if you do want a beginner's program or a beginner, some fundamentals, cybersecurity fundamentals, we actually have it on our Cisco website, which you can access. This is for the beginner's program. Now, we do offer also certain levels of certification, which I believe they can get from our website, right? From the Networking Academy website, and you can enroll there. I believe it's a virtual type of training. Yes. Not unless you are doing the highest level of training, which is the CCIE, which requires laboratory. Yeah.
Thank you.
Was this made available to digital banks as well? Or
When Cisco and the BAP started working on this concept, the digital banks were organizing themselves individually as banks and as an association. I think we, the BAP, would not have any difficulty in embracing the participation of the digital banks. After all, the BAP, being the lead banking association, has put together other initiatives with the other banking licenses, the DRIP, the rural, and the digital banks. As an example, we put all the banks together as one sector to deal with privacy issues. Because that is something that is common regardless of what license you are in. So we look forward to getting digital banks participating. However, digital banks being digital banks, I'm sure they're part of their initial qualification is cybersecurity orientation, which is not the case with the banks, the commercial banks. Remember, ano ba yung mga commercial banks? Ano ba yung skill set ng universal banks? Marami kami accountants, marami kami lawyers, nagkaroon kami ng mixture ng process engineers, meron kami mga consumer marketing specialists. Ngayon, we're developing a new skill set, which is cybersecurity, and we are at the foundation stage. Our members are very mature in their cybersecurity posture. Our members have invested significant amount of money and have in their workforce highly qualified, specialized training people in cybersecurity, but not addressing the entire organization. Here with the Cisco program, we are able to look at the entire organization. We have the beginners program, we have an advanced. Hopefully subsequently, we will have a program for members of the board of directors. Very much like the BSP and SEC requirement of certification for board of directors position. they all must be certified. For you to be a bank director, you must have taken good corporate governance programs conducted by very few institutions. The Institute of Corporate Directors is one of them. Ngayon, we hope to accelerate this program that we've started with Cisco to cover the rest of the organization of a bank, going up to the board of directors. And that's something that Tasa and I will have to discuss and work on together.
When will be the next batch for this training?
We're targeting April of 2024, so that's why we're encouraging the member banks to already register.
Okay. So that's all the time we have for the questions.